students. In today's lecture, I will teach you question tag. Now let's start. Question tag is a common practice in conversation to make a statement and ask for confirmation. For example, it is raining. It is raining, isn't it? Second one, it is not raining. It is not raining, is it? So, here we can see that when the statement is positive, the question tag is negative. And when the statement is negative, the question tag is positive. So, there are some rules of question tag. Now, let's see one by one. Rule number 1. Change the auxiliary verb from positive to negative and negative to positive. Now, let's see some examples. Grass is green, isn't it? So the underlined word isn't it, this is question tag. So why we use it? Because grass is it, okay, and is here positive, that's why we put isn't. Now next one, I am doing my work, aren't I? So here am is verb and we put aren't. Why we put aren't? Because we can't put amn't or ain't. We have to put aren't when there is am in statement. Now next, Sarah can speak English, can't she? They aren't clever, are they? She shouldn't say that, should she? He can't write this, can he? So all these underlined words are question tags. Now, when is in positive, then we will make it isn't in negative, okay? Are, aren't. I am, aren't I? Was, wasn't. Were, weren't. Can, can't. Will, won't. Should, shouldn't. Now, rule number 2. Put will you if the given sentence is imperative. Imperative means order or request sentence. Here are some examples. Pass me the pen. Will you? So we can see that pass me the pen. This statement is request sentence. Okay. So we will put will you as question tag. Stop daydreaming. Will you? Send the material immediately. Will you? Now, rule number 3. Put shall we if the sentence starts with let's. For example, let's go for a picnic. Shall we? So here we can see that when this sentence starts with let's mean let us. So when there is let's, then we put shall we as question tag. Let's start the new lesson. Shall we? Now rule number 4. When there is no direct auxiliary is mentioned, then we have to identify the tense as per given verb. Let's see the example. Rohan studies hard, doesn't he? So, there is no direct auxiliary in this sentence. There is a verb. What is the verb in this sentence? Studies. Studies is verb. And there is es at the end of the verb. So, this is simple present tense. So, we put doesn't at the end of the sentence. And Rohan is a boy. So, we put he. So, the question tag will be doesn't he. Second, they play tennis. Don't they? Here the verb form is play, so we put don't. She bought a dress, didn't she? Here we can see that bought is a past form of buy, so we put did as this is the sentence of past tense. Didn't she? Students wrote poem. So same as the former example. Wrote, so we put didn't. And students, they are plural, so we put they. Didn't they? Now rule number 5. When have, has, had are used as main verbs, not as auxiliary verb. Now let's see the examples. He has a bike, doesn't he? So here has is as main verb, not as auxiliary verb. So we put doesn't he. Second, they have big house. And the question tag will be don't they? She had fever. Didn't she? So these underlined words are question tag. Next, rule number 6. When have, has, had are used as auxiliary verbs in the sentence. For example, they have warned me, haven't they? Here we can see that have, has, had are not main verb. They are auxiliary. So we put have, so haven't. He had finished his work, hadn't he? Seema has called him, hasn't she? So here we are finishing our topic question tag.